Doctor, you talked about dosage a little bit, and can we have too much of a good thing, so to speak, and how much should one person take? Does it depend on the person, the size of the person?
First of all, it is a fat-soluble antioxidant, and therefore it does somewhat bioaccumulate, all right? It's T1 half, and T1 half means the time it takes for half of it to disappear out of your blood is 16 hours, which means if you're taking it every 24 hours, there is some buildup. And a good example of that is that if you raise a salmon without any astaxanthin or without any algae that it eats that has astaxanthin in it, the meat is white. But when you open up a Pacific salmon or Atlantic salmon, it's pink on the inside. Well, that's astaxanthin. It's bioaccumulated. And it's bioaccumulated in the membranes. And why do salmon have all this strength? How can salmon swim upstream and jump over rocks and stuff like that for days at a time? They must have some pretty strong antioxidants built into their system. And so I think that's very important. But let's talk specifically about dose. For astaxanthin, my company recommends 2 to 4 milligrams a day. Even a 1 milligram a day dose is far better than no astaxanthin. And even that 1 milligram after 16 hours, there's still a half a milligram left. You take another 1 milligram, there's more astaxanthin. It would accumulate slower. Astaxanthin is not dangerous. It has an LD50 in rats that's 450 milligrams per kilo. That is just a huge number. I mean, that's like, water. So it's very safe. But carotenoids do accumulate in your body. They accumulate in your skin, which will give you some sun protection. And there is a company that has a patent on the use of astaxanthin for UV protection, a company called Cyanotech. And they recognized early on. But if you eat too much of a carotenoid, eventually you'll turn orange. You'll turn pink. The astaxanthin you will only get from salmon, wild salmon. And on average, if you eat like a 6-ounce piece of salmon, you'll get 3 to 4 milligrams of astaxanthin.